Welcome, beloved friends and family. Today, we gather to explore one of the most delicate yet important aspects of marriage, intimacy. It is not just about physical closeness, but about understanding, patience, and the language of love that goes beyond words. In every home, there are moments when one partner longs for connection while the other feels too weary, too stressed, or too burdened to respond. These moments can either create distance or, with wisdom, become opportunities to grow stronger together. The story you are about to watch, When No Becomes Closeness, is a reflection of how patience, emotional connection, and genuine care can transform a potential wall into a bridge. Many times, women say no to intimacy not because they reject love, but because they are overwhelmed, tired, anxious, or carrying silent struggles. Behind every no lies a reason, sometimes exhaustion from endless tasks, sometimes emotional disconnection, sometimes health challenges, or unresolved conflicts. But there is hope. A no can be an invitation to listen, to help, to reassure, to nurture, and to build deeper intimacy that is not forced but flows naturally. Husbands can learn to respond with grace, by showing respect, offering support, and choosing patience over pressure. Wives too can learn to express their needs with openness, so their no becomes a doorway to honest communication and stronger love. And now, let us step into the living room of one couple, a husband longing for closeness, and a wife weighed down by the demands of life. Her no seems like rejection, but watch closely, for it soon unfolds into a lesson that every marriage needs to hear, that true intimacy begins not with demand, but with understanding, not with pressure, but with patience, not with force, but with love. Soft golden light fills the room. A couple sits across from each other on the couch. The husband reaches out, but the wife hesitates, pulling her hand away slightly. Tension hangs in the air, unspoken. Her eyes betray exhaustion. He notices the subtle slump in her shoulders and the heavy sigh escaping her lips. The day has clearly taken a toll. He leans back, sensing the weight of the moment. He could insist, but the silence says more than words ever could. Respect becomes the first act of love. The husband quietly starts washing the dishes while she sips tea. The sound of running water blends with the evening hum. The house is calm, but the emotional storm lingers. He notices the faint crease on her forehead, the stress of work, kids, and responsibilities piling up. Instead of asking for intimacy, he quietly handles the tasks, creating space for her to breathe. She glances over, surprised. Gratitude flickers in her eyes. The small gesture communicates care without words. The lights are dim, a soft lamp glowing. He sits on the edge of the bed, brushing a stray hair from her face. No pressure, just presence. She feels the emotional distance slowly melt. A gentle touch on the shoulder, a warm hug, and a shared laugh at a random joke. The connection deepens. Desire begins to grow, not from demand, but from emotional closeness. He whispers an affectionate word, not expecting anything, just nurturing the bond. The room carries warmth now. They step outside under a starlit sky, sipping water and leaning on the railing. Shared moments, simple conversations, and laughter rebuild trust and intimacy piece by piece. The husband's patience shows its reward. She smiles genuinely, feeling seen and loved. Emotional walls crumble gently, making space for closeness. A gentle, unexpected kiss, a playful tickle. The morning light illuminates warmth in their eyes. Intimacy is no longer a demand but a shared desire. The journey wasn't rushed. It was nurtured with understanding, patience, and care. Desire blooms naturally when respect, connection, and emotional support lead the way. The couple sits together again, side by side. A subtle closeness fills the space. No pressure, no guilt, only shared understanding. The lesson lingers. Intimacy isn't just physical, it thrives on patience, emotional connection, and care. When no becomes an opportunity for love and understanding, the bond becomes stronger than before. Moments of closeness are built, not forced. Love, patience, and respect become the path to deeper intimacy. Let us look at 10 reasons why women say no to sex from their spouses. 1. Physical exhaustion. Long workdays, household chores, and childcare responsibilities can leave her completely drained. For example, a mother who wakes at 5 a.m., manages breakfast, drops kids at school, works an 8-hour job, and returns home to cook and clean may simply feel too tired to engage in intimacy. Even if she loves her spouse, her body craves rest before romance. 2. Stress and anxiety. Mental burdens, like worrying about bills, health issues, or work performance, can make it hard to relax. Imagine a woman who's stressed about an upcoming mortgage payment or her partner's criticism at work. Her mind is preoccupied, making physical closeness hard to enjoy. 3. Emotional disconnect. Feeling unheard, unappreciated, or unloved can kill desire. For example, if a husband never asks about her day or dismisses her feelings, intimacy may feel forced. Emotional closeness, like sharing dreams, frustrations, and laughter, often precedes sexual desire. 4. Pain or discomfort. Medical or physiological issues can make sex painful or uncomfortable. A woman experiencing painful periods, infections, menopause-related dryness, or postnatal healing may avoid intimacy to prevent pain. Awareness and care, like using lubricants or seeking medical advice, can help. 5. Unresolved conflicts. Arguments or resentments can create invisible walls. For instance, if a couple had a recent fight over finances and it hasn't been resolved, she might subconsciously withhold sex as a way of expressing dissatisfaction until the conflict is addressed. 6. Feeling unattractive or insecure. Low self-esteem or body image concerns can reduce sexual desire. A woman who has gained weight after childbirth or feels judged by her spouse's comments may hesitate to be intimate. Compliments, reassurance, and affection can help her feel attractive again. 7. Lack of foreplay or emotional warmth. Sex that feels rushed or transactional can kill desire. For example, a spouse who jumps straight into intercourse without cuddling, kissing, or connecting emotionally can leave her feeling like intimacy is a chore rather than pleasure. Thoughtful gestures and meaningful foreplay can rekindle desire. 8. Past trauma or abuse. A history of sexual abuse or trauma can affect comfort levels with intimacy. A woman who endured past abuse may need time, trust building, and understanding before she feels safe and ready for physical closeness. Professional counseling can also support healing. 9. Health and hormonal changes. Life stages like pregnancy, postpartum recovery, menopause, or side effects of medications can lower libido. For example, a woman recovering from childbirth may experience vaginal dryness, fatigue, or hormonal shifts that make sex physically challenging. Patience and medical guidance are crucial. 10. Loss of desire or emotional burnout. Long-term relationships can face sexual boredom or emotional fatigue. A couple who has not nurtured romance may find their sex life declining over time. Trying new activities together, date nights, or rekindling emotional connection can help reignite desire. Let us listen to how husbands can respond gracefully when their wife says number 1. Respect her boundaries. Understand that no is not a personal rejection. For example, if your wife declines intimacy after a long day at work, avoid pressuring her or showing disappointment. Instead, say, I understand. Let's rest and spend time together in another way. Respecting boundaries strengthens trust and emotional safety. 2. Communicate gently. Approach the situation with curiosity and care. Instead of insisting on intimacy, try, I notice you seem tired or distracted. Is something bothering you? Listening without judgment encourages openness. For instance, she might reveal worries about work stress or family issues, giving you the opportunity to support her emotionally. 3. Prioritize emotional connection. Intimacy often starts with emotional closeness. Hold hands during a walk, hug her unexpectedly, or leave thoughtful notes. A couple who spends 10 to 15 minutes every evening talking about their day builds emotional closeness, which naturally fosters physical intimacy. 4. Help reduce her stress. Actively share household chores or childcare. For example, cooking dinner or managing bath time for the kids without being asked can relieve her stress. When she feels supported, she is more likely to feel emotionally and physically available for intimacy. 5. Be patient and understanding. Desire can fluctuate due to fatigue, health, or hormonal changes. Instead of expressing frustration, reassure her with patience. I love you and understand that you're tired. We'll share closeness in our own time. Patience demonstrates respect and strengthens marital trust. 6. Focus on foreplay and romance. Emotional warmth often sparks desire more than pressure. Light touches, massages, complimenting her appearance, or planning a romantic date night can reignite connection. For example, a surprise candlelit dinner followed by affectionate conversation can make intimacy feel natural and enjoyable. 7. Support her physically and emotionally. Encourage healthy habits together, like walking, exercising, or cooking nutritious meals. Ask about her emotional needs and celebrate her achievements. For instance, praising her hard work at home or career accomplishments can boost her confidence and strengthen emotional bonds, indirectly nurturing physical intimacy. 8. Avoid criticism or comparisons. Never blame her or compare her to others. Saying things like, "You're not as affectionate as my friend's wife," can create shame or resentment. Instead, focus on positive reinforcement. "I love how you care for our family. I feel close to you when we spend time together." 9. Seek professional help if needed. Persistent intimacy issues may require guidance. Couples counseling, sex therapy, or medical consultation can provide practical solutions. For example, a doctor may address hormonal changes, or a therapist may teach communication skills that improve emotional closeness. 10. Pray together and seek God's guidance. For Christian couples, prayer fosters unity, trust, and spiritual intimacy. Taking time to pray together daily can create a safe emotional environment, making physical closeness more natural. Even simple prayers like thanking God for each other or asking for strength in marriage can strengthen the bond. What we have just seen is more than a story. It is the reality of many homes. Women often say no not because they do not love their husbands, but because their bodies are tired, their minds are weighed down, or their hearts are longing for deeper connection. Exhaustion, stress, insecurity, pain, and even unresolved conflicts can silence desire. But the answer is not frustration or pressure. The answer is patience, kindness, and understanding. Husbands can choose to respect their wives' boundaries, to help lift daily burdens, to listen without judgment, and to nurture emotional closeness. They can choose to show affection in small, consistent ways and to create an atmosphere where love is safe, warm, and natural. When no is met with grace, it often turns into yes, not because of demand, but because of trust. True intimacy blossoms where there is respect, tenderness, and spiritual unity. And when couples pray together, laugh together, and carry each other's burdens, even the hardest days can become moments of closeness. So let the lesson remain. A loving response is stronger than pressure, and patience is more powerful than demand. This is how no becomes not rejection, but the doorway to deeper intimacy and lasting joy in marriage. Dear friends, thank you for watching today's story. If this message has blessed you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs encouragement in their marriage. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, so you never miss more inspiring stories, practical lessons, and faith-filled drama that builds stronger homes and closer hearts. Click the subscribe button, like, and leave your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Hello, family. We've been on a wonderful journey exploring the power of temperaments together. In our next episode on Enny's Diamond Stories, we'll be diving into the third temperament, the phlegmatic personality. If you've ever wondered why some people are calm, steady, and peaceful, yet sometimes struggle with indecision, this episode will give you fresh insights. Stay tuned, invite your friends, and don't miss it. Great lessons and inspiring stories are waiting just for you. With love, Enny's Diamond Stories.